The network is better now. Please talk to us.
Yes. Hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead. You have 5
Hello.
minutes.
So, yes. So I think we are remaining on Labour Party's manifesto, which is good. In fact, as we are even talking, I've downloaded my own copy. It's online, so I've downloaded it, in which I will do a lot of reading. But I will just say one or two things. Actually, what Alex said, the preamble, I followed it. I think he's quite right. Given the experience of our recent past, by recent I mean at least since 2015 or even 2019, if you want to, we should not be sort of enthused or excited by manifestos because of the outcome. Every manifesto is good because that's what you use to sell yourself. As a salesman, you can always tell people, you can always have the skill to sell sand to an Arab. But the thing is, the most recent example is this APC. Like he said, I've said it here some time ago. If you have read APC manifesto, they captured the very essence and they tilted everything to take out Jonathan. But those that, in those days, that's they're saying in Igbo language that a group of people were chasing, they are doing hunting. All of a sudden, you found out that those people you are hunting with are now hunting you. So that is when you realize that we are not really we. So APC gave us, I'm just a preamble, APC gave us a good manifesto. The likes of Pat Otomi, they were in APC and all the rest, Rotimi Amechi, making noise, all the necessary noise. Only to realize that when Buhari came in, he abandoned that manifesto and started implementing the manifesto of Miyetti Allah, which is cattle route, grazing route, grazing reserve, inviting all the Fulanis all over Africa to come and reside in Nigeria, sacking people in Benue State from their ancestral land and taking it over, going to Plateau and then changing the names of villages to that of a Fulani or whatever. And they just forcefully taking land from the people and they're moving terrorism down south. This is the manifesto of Miyetti Allah. Imagine inviting Miyetti Allah, Fenifero, Haneze Ndigbo, and Pandef to come to a meeting that they are all partners in progress. Where has that been done? So that is as far as fraud in manifesto goes. However, given the fact that we want to have a clean break from the past, I think we should place our emphasis. We should renew our hope and trust the Obi Dati movement and the manifesto they've given us. Manifesto, if anything, will serve as a guide. In fact, I will be looking at it by the time they start implementing it. I will be checking. In fact, I will even advise them if they are doing anything. They say this what we are trying to do now is in manifesto page this because that will be a guide so that we follow. It's like somebody in a Bible class as he's reading. You have your own Bible. As the person is reading from maybe Isaiah chapter 5 verse 6, you are seeing it and you are following. So to that extent, let us give them the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I know Obi will deliver because for a man to tell you when they ask him how you gonna tackle corruption in Nigeria and everything, his answer was, if I did not steal, my wife and my family, they are not taking. And my friends, those around me are not taking. You've reduced corruption by 70%. That is the best answer to give. Because he said, I will be the person to approve what we are going to steal. So if I did not add my own, you can't add your own because I will tell you, no, I'm not taking. So why should you take? But if I'm taking, if I take one, then you may put your own read the most important. Oh God, I will read out the most important item. Hello, I don't know whether I'm still being heard. Hello.
We can hear you.
We're hearing you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So the item number, the item, the 7-point agenda, all the 7 even key areas is very good. The one that captures it for me, which I believe is fulcrum on which every other thing will rotate for them to achieve, is number 3. Restructure the polity through effective legal and institutional reforms to entrench the rule of law aggressively fight corruption, reduce cost of governance, and they establish an honest and efficient civil service. Yes, probably the key word they also miss there, if at all, is transparency. They would have just added transparency somehow in that sentence because that captures the whole essence of Nigeria. When you restructure the polity, even if you want to do STEM, they say the science, technology, and mathematics, it could be done. It must not, everybody must not come to Abuja to do it. The way Bayelsa State is implementing their STEM can be different from that of Kwara State. All they want is secondary school should have science, technology, and mathematics, all those type of things, and then they carry on. And when you put on the rule of law, means that you cannot, the rule of law, everybody knows what it means. It's just to order the society. You cannot be seeing the military leaving the barracks, what they are supposed to do, and be coming out on the road to be extorting money or going to wharf to clear goods. Police must surely do what you are supposed to do. You go to the civil service. These are the things so that we bring civility back to government. So that item number 3 is to me, that is the fulcrum. Every other thing, if we achieve with that, everything rotates. You can then achieve your consumption to production because institutional framework and legal. What makes the Western world developed is that here you don't behave anyhow, and there are things you expect that nobody should treat you anyhow. Even if somebody are coming to arrest you in your house, the moment you come out, they may not even put handcuff. They just say you get into the car, we are going, and then still respect your right, and then until you are tried. So we should be able to live. If that is what they want to do, that will also bring a lot of hope and reassurance to people. So this manifesto, in fact, is well crafted. I like it. We will use it. Everybody, we urge everybody to download it, hold it. In fact, when we have henceforth, if you can buy my idea Niger Watch, some of us, if you can download it every day when we come, we now continue debating it, sort of highlighting one, and then we'll be talking about it until the D-Day, because this is what we are going to use. If 80% of this is implemented, even 50, Nigeria will be on the road to economic recovery in every way. Before you now talk of building expansive road and world-class infrastructure, yes, power system, everything. Yes, we believe, but there must be rule of law and less corruption. Because if the corruption is still, the people are stealing money, you might award a contract to build a good road or good rail. It will just exist in the wind. The money will go. But if you have institutional framework whereby you can't even have a way to to steal money, whatever we are doing, we can be able to achieve it. So to me, I welcome this manifesto, and I want everybody to have faith. Although given our recent example in the recent past, we can always say that manifesto is nothing. So I don't blame. I also agree with people that said it, given our experience. But then you can't lose hope. If the day you lose hope is the day you die. So as long as we are living, we continue having hope that this one will be different. After all, who knows that Colombia will become what it is? We know of Colombia before, even Vietnam, China. Let's say 30 years ago, by 1999 up to 1998, Nigeria was better than China. But today, China is the second richest country in the world because of their population.
At
They
least
gave
we
their
have
skill.
hope. We have hope.
Pardon?
I said
Oh,
Nigeria
yeah,
have
that's
hope.
what I'm saying. So, so there are countries that have been in the pit and they are out. Who knows? Do you know that Britain was, as at 1980 up to 1995, Britain is rated higher than China. But today, after US is China. There's no doubt about that. So and then before I think it's Japan, then Germany, India, then we start going down. So if with our population and we're able to give people skill must not just be going to get a degree. It could just be give the person, say, come and be a bricklayer, train the person very well, a welder, give the person that is what contributes to GDP. Everybody is earning money. You don't need to leave your village because there is electricity, there is something you could be able to do. So that is when a
Okay.
good percentage of 133 million that are in poverty will now fall down to 33 instead of 133. Then we have 33, from 33 to 70, maybe to 5. Then Nigeria is as good as a middle income country. So with this
Thank you.
manifesto, I think
Thank
they
you
will
so much.
achieve it. All we need to do is to use it as a guide. Thank you.
Yes, so we are certainly going to use
Thank
it
you.
as a guide because I have it here on my computer. I'm going to look at it all the time whenever we are talking. In fact, I can't wait for Peter Obi by God's grace to become the next
Yes.
president of Nigeria. Immediately, we are going to start checkmating him with this same platform. Appreciate you all. I'd like us to move on and to in CBD. Are you available now?
Yes, thank you so much,
To talk
Mr.
to us.
Menjawaj. Yeah, all right. So, this manifesto that they have been trying to use and gaslight Peter Obi and Labour Party, we thank God that it has come out. And very important. I'm very, like, impressed with the way they um, captured everything and, try to make everyone feel like they have a stake in the manifesto. And that is exactly what a well thought out manifesto is all about. Um, you can even see the picture of the cow there. That's to show them that the cow will be handled, the way it's supposed to be handled, not what some of these people are using to cause mayhem. Then it's very important that we also don't fall into the trap of these people. Like I missed the program when we talked about the Donyo situation, but it's very clear, very obvious. Anyone that is doubting that, I think that person needs to really educate themselves or know how to understand situations, in my opinion. It's very clear that the man is, that money has exchanged hands somewhere. And that's how they will try and do, they are going to do a lot of those things, by the way. We should not be surprised. They have already told you, like that he said in the interview. These parties they don't have any organic or just they don't have any organic support. Everything they do is paid for. They will pay for everything, even for people to come for their rallies. They will wear uniform. Well, everything is paid for. So let's be very careful. Uh, and also, I'm also disappointed in with Arise. Knowing clearly what these people are fabricated, they are giving them a platform to discuss what's happening in Labour Party and all that. No serious news media organization will even give those people any listening ear. We saw immediately after they did that, we saw TVC having a special session. What does that even tell you? They say it's something like that, and they were dissecting the same thing that they all cooked. So let's be very wise. And for what the little argument we had just now, well, it's important for us to know that we have to we should not be emotional about this thing. The way of the world is what you see the so-called colonialists. I think we should not add masters to it. Colonialists. That's what they're doing. They just have to look for their interests. This world is not heaven. We as black people, we need to, or Africans. Personally, I don't. I'm not black, uh, so not by skin tone or by anything. So we as Africans, we need to um, understand that this is the way of the world. If you present someone that will put you at a more disadvantaged position to these people, don't expect them to come and tell you, no, sorry, go and bring somebody that will challenge us and that we cannot deceive easily. They will accept that person. So that's why we should be careful. They are talking about somebody going to all that. You think they are going to tell him not to come? Because they understand that they need you at a certain level so that they can also further their own agenda. So that is why our people, especially these people in diaspora that are championing some of these other candidates, I don't know what they are thinking about. You have to look at the greater good. Put your sentiments aside, put your tribalism, put all those things aside, and think about how
Okay.
we can be
Thank you.
strong. We can stand, we can be able to sit in the table where decisions are being made. Let us not be emotional about this thing. Look at people like the Asians, like people have given example here, Japan, China, all these people. Do you think that they are loved by the West? especially China. But they respect them. Why? Because those people have put themselves in a position of strength. Stop
Thank you.
looking, we
CBD.
Africans, okay, thank you. We
Thank
Africans are so much into love me, accept me, welcome me. You just need respect, and they will give you that respect. Forget about who should love and accept you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, CBD. Thank you very much for your submission. All right. The next person right now is we have Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike with us. Mr. Ike is not available. Definitely is not. I can bet 1 million naira on that. Mr. Ike is never ever available.
He's not on his chair. Sorry, sorry, I didn't say anything about the this in the manifesto. I just got triggered by this issue of slave master. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Okay. Okay. Go ahead then. Before Mr. Peter Okudai.
Yeah, obviously, you know what I'm really interested in. It was the security aspect that they highlighted in the manifesto. He did say that he was going to recruit more personnel in all the branches of security sector, but he didn't state the numbers. And I think this is something that we need to flesh out. And whenever he's being questioned, we need to know the numbers, because right now, even the federal government is saying they are increasing. 5,000 is not going to cut it, given where we are right now. And I also like the aspect when he said that his foreign policy is going to be Afrocentric. And I've always said, you know, I said it before, I said one of the reasons why I support him is because he sees the diaspora too, and he sees the greater diaspora. He is a guy that went to Haiti 2010 and went and donated money and worked there as an aid worker. So he understands, he sees the bigger family. And this bigger family has a purchasing power of over $2 trillion. If we tap into just 2% of that, that is massive. And it tells you that this is very important. While Muslims don't tend to see that, but he will see it. And it's not like I'm against Muslim because of his, you know, an affinity that you have towards other groups. Muslims see Christians or people in the West, they don't even believe in Christianity anymore. So they will see them as, you know, unbelievers. So they don't necessarily relate to them as well as he would relate to them. That's one of the strongest reasons why I also support him. And then this the aspect of defense is very, very important. Clearly, he's very, very decisive on a lot of things about, you know, corruption and all the rest of it. But that critical aspect, the area I would say that I'm a little bit funny about it, you know, I heard CM talk about how he said, if I'm not corrupt, my family member is not going to be corrupt and the government is not going to be corrupt. But how about when he leaves? In place, there has to be a transparency system, and that is the area he didn't talk about, that I really think that we really need to get good at doing. We need to even be more transparent than the West, because we have a very diverse country, a very suspicious population right now. And if you want people to start feeling part of the government and feeling involved in the governance, they really need to feel that they can see everything that is going on within the system. And I think that is the only area, if I'm going to whine, I'm going to whine about. And I'm going to whine about it forever, really, until we have almost 100% transparency in that system. And but security, I'm happy, but we need to ask more questions. How many? Because that matters a lot. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's move on now to Mr. Peter Okundai. Talk to us so that we can move on to the next.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening, Niger Watch family, the commenters, the listeners, and the moderators. Good evening to all. According to the manifestos, and I'm very happy to see, he said, the banditry and the kidnapping will be things of the past. Because what we really see as a kidnapping or banditry, they call banditry, because when it comes to certain people, they are criminal, they are this, they are that. When it comes to their own, they are repentance Boko Haram. Let me state it here again, that in this country that I am, a Fulani from Guinea, you know, Guinea, they have Guinea Conakry and they have Guinea-Bissau, told me that a government officials came to their land and said they should come. All of them should come, that they host Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to Fulani, that Nigeria is their land, so they should come. They went to Mali, they went to different areas they have Fulani. A Malian told me here, in this place I am, that is Boko Haram. What did I reply him with? I said, look at me very well. I'm not a Christian to be afraid of Boko Haram. I said, in my tribe, in my religion, we did not fear gun, not to talk of anything like that. So we can disappear and reappear. So that is the reason that guy is afraid of me. Because I let him know that we are not afraid of, those are nothing. If really we know ourselves, if we did not look down inferior on ourselves, if we did not believe on the traditions of the Roman they brought to us as the Jesus Christ who have a place reserved for people after death. So all this nonsense that is happening in our land will have not be happening. Despite even Peter Obi, he believe on those Roman false rumors that they bring to us. But nevertheless, what I love in it is because he said all Nigerians will be inclusive in whatever he want to do. Because here in Italy, from primary school, they recruit police. From primary school, not even secondary school. They recruit police, they recruit soldiers, whoever they want to. From there, it is primary school, they interview you and know what your father is doing. If your father is a criminal, they interview the children. The children will say it to them. In all school have police that teach them. Whatever that happen in school, go to the government. So those are the kind of government we need to put in place. That information will be spreading all over. Person will just be in home. We don't know why police will come and arrest him. Because information has been gotten from. If you want to know the people that say the truth, go and ask children, little children. They cannot tell you lie. If they say no, it's no. If you tell them to say no, they will say, my so and so person said I should say no. Because they don't know how to lie. That spirit of truth is in them. So that is why a person who has traveled and stayed in the Western world like Peter Obi, who said, I want to come and lead the country, I want to make insecurity free. He can do it by taking the rightful people in the position. A soldier man said the Boko Haram can be a president of this country one day. That's soldier man, if not them at the Boko Haram, that soldier man will have put uniform instantly. If really him and his co-government were not the Boko Haram, that soldier man will have put a uniform instantly there and be locked for him to come and prove how Boko Haram will become. But they were not settling the people who Boko Haram drove away from their house. They burned their kid, their wife, and all. But they were not settling the people who they call that it is Boko Haram that they now repent. Did you patronize terrorism or did you sentence terrorists? So they were not patronizing terrorists instead of sentencing them. In America, they put them in Guantanamo. But in Nigeria, they give them estates. So this is how you have to know. And this is all the reason that we all are saying Peter Obi should come and lead. Because a real Nigerian will not be alive seeing a foreigner destroying his people. So I know that is why when you say asking the number of police or soldiers we recruit, no. All states will not be in charge of the people they are going to provide as a security for their own people. So I know Peter Obi is going to do that as his manifesto, that all Nigeria will be included. It doesn't matter the number, but matter that you have to bring the people who represent your state out from your state, not to bring them from Abuja, from Kano, who did not know any place in your state. So that is for that. For the production,
Mr. Peter Okunda, you only have 5 minutes, so you don't.
Okay, I think okay. The next person should take over now.
Okay, you go ahead. Talk about the production in just 1 minute.
Okay, for the production, I do say it that what we just need to know is the mechanism. The reason that most of us travel, like person like me, I did not travel to abroad because I want to come and make money, but I travel to abroad to come and carry key that make money because money is in Nigeria. What we need to have is tractor. If we have tractor, we can make big farm, good farms. And those are what people are supposed to be doing. And these are the reasons that people are running away from farm because they thought you have to dig with hoe, play with cutlass. No, let us who have learned to put a new ideas and suggestions. This is how it's supposed to work and put money together and make all those things work. And I believe if not by speaking English, by even those mechanic on the street, we call the common mechanic. In here, they are the engineer. Those what we call engineer in Nigeria who speak another man language are not engineer. So we should put all those things and everything will become well. Thank you and God bless you.
Mr. Peter Okunda, thank you very much for your submission as well. Everybody have contributed to this, except my moderator leftist. Okay, we have Omoye's Corner calling in. Leftist, just hold on. Okay, Omoye's Corner, go ahead. You have only 1 minute. Go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, I just wanted to I saw Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike is all right. I just wanted to I just want to thank you, Mr. Ike. I saw your on a channel yesterday, and I saw how you spoke. You know, I was really, really humbled by that. I really want to appreciate you, sir, for saying that, and I hope in the spirit that you spoke, that people will listen to the heart of what you're saying and really put aside whatever differences they have and come together so we can vote in Peter the Rock Obi. So I just wanted to quickly also add, Mr. Nigel, I'm sorry, that the manifesto, I'm still reading it. I'm on like page 27, but so far I've been very, very excited about the manifesto, especially on page 7. What got me really, and he has said it really, Peter Obi has stated everything in his manifesto, to be honest. So page 7, he was referring to, the inclusivity, which is bringing together, representing the African, the Black. That really got to me because that's what we need to hear. We need to remember that we're not just, this battle we're fighting is not just for ourselves. It's for a bigger goal that a lot of us unfortunately cannot see. I'm sorry, but
Thank you. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much.
Okay. Done, right? All right. Thank you very much. I was wrapping up, but it's okay. My train of thought has been. So if hopefully somebody drops something I can call him. But anyway, so I just wanted to say that so far the manifesto is I would encourage everyone to try and read it, download it, and read it in your spare time. You take as much time as you need and really outline. And I agree with what Tuna just said about, the where he was talking about how the transparency and the fact that he's already stated it though in the manifesto that he's going to bringing every part, every sector of Nigeria together, every tribe together. So yeah, but I do agree with the fact that it has to be a lot more transparent because that would really help a whole lot. So I'm going to wrap up now because I've lost my train of thought. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Moyes Kona. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Ike, are you available for us now?
Yes, I'm available.
Okay, good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. We'll be calling you since,
Yeah, I step away for a while.
Okay, talk to us, sir. 5 minutes.
How many minutes do I have?
Five.
Okay, I want to speak specifically about the manifesto. I just want to encourage all of us that our principal has never wavered from what he believed in. For all the whole platforms in these campaigns that he said, record me, tape me, write what I'm telling you, what I'm going to do. So, here is the manifesto we are seeing. The document is good in order to allow these crazy politicians and parties to give Labour Party a breathing space. For them to know that we are not just writing a document, but we are the document ourselves. And that is what our principal has proven to all, that he is the document. But I am happy that the document came out yesterday because why? You remember the division that is within the Christian Northern, whatever they call it. You remember when they were talking about 3 days ago, they said one of the reasons for not supporting the Labour Party because the manifestos has not come out. And today or yesterday, when the manifesto come, I think that they will be able to go and use their tongue to count their teeth. Peter Obi is not following the multitude, but he's doing what is normal, what is proper to be done. So the manifesto is him, and will be that, and what he stands for. But I've not been able to read because yesterday was busy for me. Today is Sunday. I've not been able to read it, and I will be able to have time to digest the whole copies, download them and go through them. But I sincerely believe that this manifesto represents a true Nigeria. It represents what we are yearning for. It represents the new Nigeria we are talking about. And I know that if God's willing, everything that is said in the manifesto, that the party, if they win, they will carry it out. Like the last person said, we are going to hold them accountable based on one page to page of the manifesto. If by February 2023, God's willing, he becomes the president of Nigeria. So it is good for every obedient and Nigerians at large to download it and have a copy of themselves so that they can be able to say, yes, this is what you said. Yes, this is what you have done. Yes, this is where you have failed. So because without that, our principal said that he would never employ people who are saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. If you say yes, sir, 3 times, he fire you. He need people that are ready to tell him on his face, sir, you are very wrong, and I'm ready to learn. So, and I'm happy for the manifesto. It is a welcome development, so that the APC and PDP and the rest of them can go and bury their heads in shame and know that we are prepared, but we are not following the multitude, but we are doing our things accordingly and the way that is supposed to be done, so that at the end of the day, the people that are presenting the manifesto will be able to trust you, believe in your word, and that hope that he represents, that it will reflect on the manifesto if they win the election. So we have a hope. We are hoping, and we have a hope on Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed. Thank you. I will continue with you. God bless you.
Yes, we are still together. Thank you very much, sir, for your submission. Mr. SCBD, so he's just saying that 3 minutes he take talk. All right, don't worry, we'll give you more minutes later. We'll give you more minutes later.
Okay.
Yes. Lefties, do you have anything to say on the manifesto? Or should we move on to the next?
Well, as for me, I think the manifesto came at the very right time because the APC were actually trying to use that as a yardstick against the Labour Party. I remember what's his name, saying that Labour Party has no manifesto, so as such, his principal, which is Ahmed Bola Tinubu, cannot debate with people that have no manifesto.
Exactly.
That if they want them to go on a debate, they should come up with a manifesto. Now we have manifesto. It's not that Peter Obi does not have manifesto right from day one. He has. But you see the time he brought it out, what is now? December. Election is when? February. If he had brought this manifesto out since, imagine what would have happened. I think he did deem it wise by taking his time, wasting his time.
It was deliberate.
This period. It was deliberate. The man, Peter Obi, is a very smart man and very sensible man. You cannot push him. You already know when to do the right thing and when not to. Going by what people are saying, calling it has to be transparent. Hasn't he be transparent? What transparency do they want? I don't understand.
All right. Because of this, because we are going to have enough time at the last moment, not that we are rushing away, but I just wanted to rush to finish all the videos so that as you all can see, my co-moderator as well, he has not been feeling too well, so he managed to join us today. So that's why you see that I'm taking more of the task here. Okay, yes, more people. Mr. SCBD, don't worry, you're gonna get your minutes after this introduction on these videos here. Oshiomhole came out to tell people how Bola Ahmed built Lagos, how people moved to Lagos and all that. It's so fortunate to see that these old people are still coming out to talk about Lagos, 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 Lagos. It's so fortunate and disappointed to see that Oshiomhole is not coming out to tell us that Lagos used to be the capital city of Nigeria. I don't know what their aims and objectives are, but I will put my blames on those of you who are continuously singing these people's praises. Let's listen to what Oshiomhole have to say here.
Why are people rushing to Lagos? because Lagos is safe. Was it always safe? No. What I changed is that you have consistently governors in Lagos State, beginning with Asiwaju, who launched a 25-year development plan, succeeded by a Fashola who many people resisted, but who also turned out to be a success story. You know, we proudly refer to Lagos as a center of excellence, and then to Ambode, who tried to deviate from the plan, and Lagos electorate got rid of him, and brought Sayanlu, who today is, I mean, whatever you want to say, he's showing that what young people can do in Nigeria, beginning with how he managed the COVID pandemic when the whole world was confused, and Lagos got the answer. So we are clear that yes, we have security challenges, but we must also remind Nigerians that Boko Haram started under PDP during President Obasanjo.
Oshiomhole should be ashamed of himself. This is one of the things I'm talking about, my people. I'm not very happy when I continue to see leaders coming on air to continue to put blames on the past government. You guys have been in office for the past 7.5 years. You are still mentioning PDP. PDP brought Boko Haram. PDP brought insurgency. PDP brought kidnapper. I don't understand what Nigerians want, for Christ's sake. To be honest, I don't know what you guys, what you now want. I don't know. Because when you see these people coming on air to deceive us all the time like this, and you see youth, especially youth that lives in Nigeria, still saying these are the people we want, it's baffling. I don't get it. Oshiomhole, this is the second time Oshiomhole is putting blames on the past government. These people have been in power for the past 7.5 years. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. This triggered me right now. Meanwhile, let me play the other video so we can start talking. A man from nowhere, I don't know, came out naked. Went to the river, said he's praying for Tinubu, or whatever he was doing for Tinubu. I'm not too sure. But somebody came out and responded to this. I'd like us to watch this video.
Not wear pants, go walk better.
We cannot show that particular video. The video is circulating right now. If you're on our platform, WhatsApp group, the video is right there. How this man completely naked. No panties, nothing, completely naked. A grown-up man like this said he was praying for Tinubu. Let's listen to this.
The man did not wear pants, go walk better. Go walk putuba, you see, since we have been doing politics. In fact, even the worst politics so far, we have not seen people that will tackle liar. We have never seen it before. This man have come to embarrass Nollywood and to cause trouble for all of us. In fact, the mannerism in which he went by it is more or less disturbing we housewives and women. Báwo ló ṣe máa gbé ọkọ ẹ àti díẹ̀ ìwọ baálé ilé ìwọ bàbá àwọn ọmọ ìwọ known actor you brought it out ní gbangba títì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn in solidarity to a man that has his wives, he has younger brothers, he has known politicians that are all campaigning for him. Marie FFK kó jáde kó gbé okó ẹ̀ síta. How can you come out? Because I'm not advising him. I'm only saying that he has disturbed us with his shape, his nyash, his willy, and also disturb Oluweri, and he has disturbed Oluokun. If the amount this nakedness he portrayed or gave to the whole world, he can do it for himself. By now, at least he will be a successful actor. Kóhun náà tiẹ̀ naked fún ẹ̀mí ara tiẹ̀. He should go and meet Oluweri àti Oluokun that they should help him. Àìgbésí ayé òun ò make sense. I believe they would do something for him. At least, if nothing at all, they will make him a successful actor. Where at least that man must have wife, he must have children. He now brought his nyash. Do you people see his abala idikokon?
Hey, to be honest, this man, this is the same question I was asking myself. Does it mean this man doesn't have a wife or children? Does he have members of his family anywhere that can? Because this, my brothers and sisters, you need to see this video. This man, if you see, wait till I see, I was like, what is this? What is this? Is this hunger? Let's finish with this.
Yash, he not even get so. You can imagine the distaste he went to give to Oluweri Olokun today or yesterday that he did this shaligan. This is out of the height of irresponsibility, very ugly shape. Very ugly shape. The shape very irritating. But I don't even know. Say Olu. I only thought that the mistake that God made, God doesn't make mistake. The angel that God assigned to do him is his nose. That they did not do the nose where they made it too big. So the oxygen that we are taking, he will be taking 2-3 times the oxygen. To go and meet the Oluokun. You went to our Babish or wherever the sea you went to. In that Nigeria, Oloyede. His nyash, I was seeing vein. His nyash has vein. His nyash has kuruno. His nyash has hair like 10. 1, 2, we saw black hair, gray hair. His nyash is an eyesore. Kotie nudi. Olorun idima yen. Then your hand burnt. You are even using. Do you see Baba Tinubu using bleaching cream? Do you see Mama Remi using bleaching cream? Even the people you want to die for now and that you are claiming to fight for or to be campaigning for, did they send you message? How can you do that to mothers? How can you do that to wives? How can you bring out your nyash and your willy to the world? If it is not madness, if they are sure it's not madness, because
it was so disgraceful. It was so disgraceful. Big as this man. You know, that video, you must see it if you have not seen it. You got to see it. The video. Jesus. All right. The insecurity in Nigeria is still going on. There's a video that is currently circulating, a woman that was almost kidnapped but was rescued. You know, I'd like us to watch this.
The Nnewi Security Central overcome a vehicle. This is Nnewi Security Central. Rescued a woman that was kidnapped as Akamili heading to Oshiomhole. This is the vehicle where it fell into the gutter and they ran away. But we successfully helped the lady that was kidnapped at our vehicle. Madam, what's your name? What happened?
They came to my office. Our office at Kochai's bus stop, along that police station. Okay. They came there and with guns, 3 guns. Okay. They tell me to enter motor. Okay. I now forcefully enter motor. They draw me. They did not allow me to. I tell them to bring my phone. They said no. They draw me and now draw me inside the motor. They took something and covered my eyes. I told them I'm not breathing well. Let them having BP. Let them please. I remove the thing small from my nose. They did not agree.
This is Nnewi Central, Anambra State Vigilante Service. We rescued you today. It's your luck. God made it possible for us. Across your head, this is happening live. At Nnewi, Akamili Umudim Nnewi. This is Oshiomhole Road. This is called Oshiomhole Road, heading to Oshiomhole and Akamili. Yes, it's happening live. It happened. It happened that God gave us the power to overcome them when they were coming, and it's a grace for us. This is the vehicle. We are trying to bring out the vehicle out. This is the vehicle. We are trying to bring the vehicle out so that it will come out. It's a rescue team. This is the commander.
Yes.
It's involved. Navy Central. Here we go.
Yes.
All right. That's another lucky woman right there. Would have been another story by now. So the last video we have here is a youth. The same youth who was with Buhari on the day they did a rally in Lagos. Although I don't know him, but I know he was right there, standing very, very close to Tinubu, on that very, very day. So I'd like us to hear what he was saying here, saying that he actually tweeted on his Twitter account saying that Nigerians, like it or not, Tinubu will win. So Channels TV were asking questions here. Let's listen to this.
Media town hall or media chats and all of that. And Nigerians have 4 years, by the grace of God, of presidential town hall meeting to have with him.
You see what he was saying here, because as you know that Tinubu doesn't attend any debate at all. So they were asking him why. And he was saying that everybody should come. At least when Tinubu become a president, they have full 4 years to ask him questions. So at the moment they should come. Just imagine a youth. Just imagine. Let's listen to this.
He'll probably have, media town hall or media chats and all of that. And Nigerians have 4 years, by the grace of God, of presidential town hall meeting to have with him. So I think, what he's doing now is to engage critical stakeholders before then going to the general public.
I mean, I hear you there, but it sounds all too familiar when you say he doesn't need to talk to us now. We have 4 years to interrogate him. I don't think Nigerians are ready to go through that again. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to point that out. Let me put the question. Sorry, I just wanted to clear that out. That we have been there before, and I don't think Nigerians want to go through that again. But just to be clear, he seems to be avoiding, like I say, certain platforms. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce, he had accepted to attend one, and then he decided to decline. Why did that invitation not go through? Why did that event get cancelled in particular?
So you would realize that in election period, you're running for presidency, you're juggling between a lot of itinerary, a lot of engagement, a lot of platforms that are offering you solutions.
You guys should listen to what this guy is saying. The excuses he was given for his principal, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Listen.
Invitation not go through. Why did that event get cancelled in particular?
So you would realize that in election period, you're running for presidency, you're juggling between a lot of itinerary, a lot of engagement, a lot of platforms that are offering you solutions. And while you would like to accept and be there for everybody and be everywhere, it really has to prioritize what's really the key thing at this period. Because while you're talking about the Chamber of Commerce, there are a lot of other critical stakeholders who are and other activities that demands his time and his attention.
You mentioned earlier, that he's never said that he's the best man for the job or the perfect man for the job. He's going to fix everything. And I'm not quoting you directly there. But I want to quote you now on something you tweeted this past week, saying, that whether Nigerians like it or not, Tinubu will be our president. Whatever you insinuated, because you've gone on to try and explain what you meant. But you see how that came across as you saying, to hell with you guys, this is what is going to happen. Are you not supposed to be in a position where you are courting, but you're supposed to be in a position where you're courting votes? Did that come across as that to you?
So let me explain what it is. But of course, this is election period. So everything that comes from Tinubu's camp, people misread it, they maximize it, they interrupt, and we know those people who are doing it. It's a particular sector of people who have chosen to be violent in their approach, who have chosen to intimidate and to harass voters and Nigerians for their choice. So nobody has a monopoly of decisions or to support a candidate. You don't come at everybody who chooses to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu and call the person an alert and call the person a madman and call the person selfish and say the person is after money or self-interest. Wow.
Now, how does this man's explanation tallied with the question that is being asked according to his Twitter, right? What he tweeted on Twitter. He said, whether Nigerians like it or not, Tinubu will win, a youth. Now, he's asked why. Mona sees explanation.
everybody would choose to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu and call the person an allot and call the person a madman and call the person selfish and say the person is after money or self-interest. Why are we supporting a old man? Why are we so? You come and say all of these different things, and they are the people I'm addressing. And I'm saying to them, despite the harassment, despite the intimidation, despite everything they are doing to make people feel emotionally blackmailed, he will become the next president of Nigeria, despite the intimidation and the harassment. And these guys have got to stop intimidating progressives. It has to stop. We will not back down no matter your intimidation.
I completely agree with you. I don't think political, campaign season should degenerate to any level. But considering your position, do you say there's nothing wrong with your phrasing there?
My phrasing is either you like it. I'm talking to a specific audience.
You tweeted generally, so anybody could have said it. So I just wanted to be sure. But if you're standing by it, that's fine. I just wanted to be sure that you're okay.
I'm standing to say that.
I just wanted to be sure that you stood by your statement and you're saying you're standing by it. Let's quickly go in now.
Oh, God. I was so devastated. He stood by his word on national TV. My people. When I see the people, I don't know what to say on here. Let's just start talking. Anyway, can anybody tell me how many colors of blue color do we have before I hand over to leftists now? On the comment section, please tell me how many colors of blues do we have? Or on the panel, can anybody just tell me quickly, sharply, don't do research. How many colors of blues do we have? Blue color. They see yellow, blue, whatever. Blue. How many colors? Is it two?
It's just one.
One.
No. It's about four. So four, 5.
No. Okay, 4, 5. Okay. Who else? How many? Let's see. Because we're getting somewhere. How many?
Let's just say 5. 5. I stand with 5.
5 colors of blues. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. We should go with that. Let me see if anybody put anything on the comment section. You know, their comment come a bit late. Okay. Shola David said 2.
Should I explain them?
No. Hold on. Samuel Olaka said 25 colors of blues. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. All right. Let's see how many colors of blues we have here. Okay, let's watch this.
Shades of blue. Different shades of blue. Navy blue. Royal blue. Electric blue. Baby blue. Light blue. Midnight blue. Sky blue.
Bala blue. Blue. Bulaba.
Naija was I beg.
Left is back to you.
But Naija was, there are some blue he brought. It's not blue. That is turquoise green. He call it blue.
I don't understand. Naija, what you do well for that? You see, what person don't know, they put him out. Thank God, so I keep quiet. I don't want to guess, but at the end of the day, I get what I want to get. We get blue. Anyway, thank you very much, Ras.
Thank you
all. Today, does it say I suffer quiet small? You get as it my body today. I know we're supposed to here today, but I just think I have to anyhow. Yes, this last segment we did 3 videos. Yes, is it 3 videos? 4. Oshiomhole, when they talk about Lagos and PDP. But just like I said before, we should disregard people like Oshiomhole coming on to talk. Oshiomhole has nothing to say. Oshiomhole is just trying to also eat from Asuwaju Ahmed Bola. He's just doing his part because he's going to get paid for what he's doing. So he's running his mouth. Look at what Oshiomhole is coming out to say, that Boko Haram actually started from PDP. When we all knew that, yes, it was when Buhari was coming, when he said he's going to make it ungovernable for us, that we started experiencing people like Boko Haram. We know the history, when they say no Western education. They don't want Western education anymore in the North. Oshiomhole should keep quiet. Oshiomhole also trying to blame PDP that have long left power for 7 years. I don't understand. They have nothing to say. It's a pity that Oshiomhole is still coming to run his mouth. Then the video of the man that went naked. I guess the man is an actor. It's a shame. It's a shame. You see what money can do? Bola Ahmed Tinubu money can do anything for certain people who doesn't know what they actually want. Look at a man. He's an actor coming out naked, totally agreeing to be naked. To say he's praying for, not for himself, for Bola Tinubu. What does that one tell us? That one is so clear that a money not the wait. If you feel one, the amount of money for me. But it's unfortunate for him. He had just spoiled his name, dehumanize himself and if he has children, shame to the children, bringing shame to the children and the family. It's very unfortunate. Do we pray by going to the sea naked and putting it on social media? What comes to my mind, we say, okay, if you feel do it, I'll pay you about. You sure so if you do it, you go do. That's what money can do. It's unfortunate that same man will die, leaving the same money. Vanity upon vanity. Then the fake kidnapping in Nnewi is unfortunate, yes. But the woman was lucky. It's just luck. And I just feel it's just luck. It's nothing else. It's not the people that came to rescue them and all that. It's God. She should go and thank her God. She was lucky because people are being kidnapped every day. We still have all this vigilante where we're there, where the other people are being kidnapped. Same things happening to people everywhere. Where we have police. It's just God. That's how I see it. And the final one, I think that's the final video we played. No, the blue. Well, anyway, nothing concern me, concern blue. I don't know. I'm having a call. I guess, is this call for us? Anyway, I don't know if this call for. Let me take it. Yes. Let me just go straight to the people. God help me. We still have Alice. Machiavelli, yes, Machiavelli. Machiavelli, please talk to us.
Thank you very much, my lovely brother. And thank you very much, everybody. We are still here. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, just like Obama said, there are many people who will come here, they will come to the stage, or want to talk to Nigerians, and they feel that Nigerians are just the gullible ones, so they can always put their indoctrination ahead of their education. First of all, Oshiomhole came out again, telling us that the center of excellence was Lagos. So Tinubu made it the center of excellence. That is a flat-out lie. He understands that Lagos was the first capital and is the economic city of Nigeria. And that has been. So anyone who wants to come to Lagos because he feels that is where it comes from, where he can actually make his market boom, they are entitled for it. Oshiomhole should stop making lies. Just stop making lies just because of his own pockets and his own cronies. He talked about his candidate, his president or whatever you call him. that he brought Foshola, he brought Sonwolu. And we always know from all these, their political godfathers, how they build this empire. Suppressing the people and giving whoever they want to become whoever they want to be. And that is why today, the person in place there is still carrying bag, following his principle and living in state as well. So to them, it is a continuous and they will always put somebody there. And that is what Nigerians don't want. So if he is still championing that, he should know that a day will come, the status quo will change and they will all account for it. That is it. Then he talks about how this same person, they've transformed Lagos, even when during the pandemic that the whole world was confused. Oshiomhole, who told you the whole world was confused? It is your own party that is being confused right now because of your lies that you're giving to Nigerians instead of the education. And that is what you have built your own foundation on. How was the world confused? When you were telling them that the pandemic was there a lockdown? How did they manage it? Tell us now, the whole Nigeria, how did they manage the lockdown? The Nigerians themselves were not even aware of how the disease was, how severe it is. They don't even know because there was no education for that. I don't know how you think the world were confused about you, your own government you said you put in place. We are also confused of how to manage it. It's there. The fact speaks for itself. Then he talked about Boko Haram, that PDP brought it. And thank God, Mr. Evie said it just now, that your own, oh no, Mr. Lefty, you said it, that 7 years, this is the same government who said they were going to make sure that the government of the Jonathan was going to be ungovernable. And your principal that you are trying to put in there now is the same person under that campaign that was campaigning for this same person who came out boldly to tell Nigeria that he was going to bring them from top to bottom. He delivered it. That is a good dividend of democracy. So I don't know how you are going to put this one into place. And now another of your campaign people, you know, he said your own principal will not engage Nigerians, only engage the stakeholders. You see, this is why I tell Nigerians, you have to wake up. They don't want to engage you because you are irrelevant. They want to engage the people who means business. So you are not relevant. That is what he said. It's from his mouth. He said, don't worry, you are going to enjoy the 4 years of presidential town hall. So after he becomes president, you start moving from town hall to say, hey, I was that time I did do campaign. I know they listen to Una. I can't listen to Una now. How does that make sense in a democratic society where the people are expected to hear from their candidate, then see how this thing can be an impact or whatever policy is putting on ground? He's not putting any policy. Even he has used that indoctrination to empower you guys to start giving the indoctrination to the Nigerians. That is why you are coming. You see the way he was bold, telling Nigeria that because he don't want to see book, he has a lot of engagement. So he prioritized those things like this one not rich, this one not rich, may I go this one. And that is why they are bold to tell you that he will become the president, no whether you like it or not. And they kept on, you see, this is why I'm telling you, I will still be hitting the nail on the head. If you like, take it. That is it. I will stand by my word. If you want to come, do you come on the stage and ask me questions and I'll quote it for you. You can't be suppressing the people, telling them on national TV that whether you like it or not, he will become president. Who gave you the mandate? Who gave you the vote? This is annoying. Whether you like it or not. And they ask him, look at the way he framed it. I'm talking to those who are violently, anytime they make us look like this, they make us look like that, they are violently attacking us left, right, and center. It's reverting to the obedience. Now, I want to clarify this guy who was talking. First of all, what are the Nigerians thinking for? The Nigerian people are seeking for a straight person, honest transparency, accountability. And what did they name themselves? Obedience. Obedience is taken from the word obey. And if you look at it, it's aligning to the Constitution. Oga, if you don't read it well. It's aligning to what the Constitution says. They are the people obeying the rule of law. You are not obeying the rule of law because you are imposing, going against what the Constitution says. Because these are the people obeying it. How are they obeying it? They want a government that will give them accountability. And that is about asking questions, right? They want people that will give them policies that will carry the nation forward. Is your candidate doing it? The answer is no. They want somebody who they can always hold accountable. That is what the Obi has told them. And that is why they are also moving around him. You see, when these people are giving you education, you see it as they are thugs who are hunting you because of the indoctrination that you have been feeding the people. They have not turned the indoctrination into education. To educate you, you are not telling them, I'm going to tell them whether they be by fire, by force, or God, you lie. Because democracy, as we speak, is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. If you think your candidate is actually telling the fact, he should engage the Nigerians in a town hall meeting, in a debate, where they are going to ask him questions of his age, his real name, and the little ones that are, hovering around him like a cloud around him, like the case in the United States. He should come out and tell Nigerians the truth of how this thing came about, because that is what Nigeria wants. They don't want to hold him and say, you cannot be. He's entitled to it as a Nigerian, but he should come and tell Nigerians those clouds that are hovering around his head. If he cannot tell Nigeria, then he's not supposed to. He cannot be a president. You are running away from people you want to govern, and you are prioritizing them and say, no, I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to the people who are the people? It is the Nigerian people. So if you are running away from them, then you guys do not have anything that you are putting on ground for Nigerians to build on you. So you should clear the road for those people who have things that they want to put on ground, innovations or things like what you call policies that will take Nigerians forward. So instead of you giving us the indoctrination, we are going to give you education. That is what you want. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Machiavelli. We're going to give you education. We'll go straight to Mr. Alice. Mr. Alice.
My great leftist, may God make you well. I wish you a speedy recovery.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyways, for me, Oshiomhole has been a political rolling stone. He has been a guy that has a lot of questions to come and answer in the Edo State political terrain or political cinematography. The 30 billion naira water storm. So this is why the president of the state government is also indicted, because he was the head of economic team. And up till now, Oshiomhole has not been probed. When are we going to start seeing where governments, political leaders who are coming into power in any state or at the federal level, start probing the previous government? When are we start seeing serious checks and balances? So I leave that to the Obaseki, supporters to ponder over. 30 billion naira is a lot of money. Oshiomhole by now should be cool enough, either in the DSS custody going through interrogations, or with the legal luminary going for legal litigations. But the guy is going scot-free, walking around the streets of Nigeria free, still having the moral or the political audacity to dictate to Nigerians, or to brainwash Nigerians, or to give excuses about the forceful goal of Boko Haram, as if they did the campaign that in 6 months they are going to end Boko Haram activities or insurgency, just to quote them. So Oshiomhole is just a guy who is seeking for political relevance. He's a guy who is not satisfied with what he has done as a two-time governor, as a Labour leader and that's also a national chairman. That why would I be thinking a man who's almost 70 years old should be thinking of stepping aside, you know, reading more books and advising younger ones on the political, you know, on how to contribute to humanity vis-a-vis politics. But the guy is still struggling for the so-called national cake at the expense of the poor people. And when somebody say they are fat, they start abusing power, they start arresting people. So I want to speak to anybody who by providence or somehow who wins the heart of the people. Next elections in Edo State should try to probe Oshiomhole and Obaseki's government, because a birds of the same feather flock together. Oshiomhole imposed Obaseki on us. We are complaining that Wike is not even election time. He made a joke, maybe taken too far, that nobody should come to River State. He has worked. This is his successor. Anybody can point at anybody as a successor. But Oshiomhole broke the law. He single-handedly imposed it on us. Although he was working as a then, and those state people were cajoled. Look at where Obaseki has led us to now. He has unleashed Fulani on us for the past 3 to 4 years. No killer has been tried. When they are taken into custody by our vigilante and policemen, governor will make phone calls and they are released because of his Ruga arrangement with the killer machine in Abuja. So Oshiomhole brought us a terror, a totalitarian, a dictator, a despot, a man who is egocentric, seeking for self-aggrandizement. He's unleashing terror, tears, blood, and sorrow, demolishing houses assumed to be on government lands without even compensation or without even having a middle ground for dialogue, looking at the monies these citizens spent in building on so-called government land, exposing us to the vast nature of insecurity, exposing us to joblessness, cutting away the 30% crude oil derivation money. I mean, there is no transparency. Having now 11 House of Assembly members instead of 24. No local government elections. There is the commissioners are instead of 18, they are just 11. And how else do you describe a dictator or a Gogo Metusa? How do you describe a despot? But we are very quick to point fingers. Oshiomhole imposed him on us. Look at Edo State today and look at Edo State 7 years ago or 6 years ago. Have we made any progress? Have we made any progress? These are the handwork of Oshiomhole. It could be for Oshiomhole adventitious or fortuitous emergence. We didn't know Obaseki. We only knew him as a plan where the brain behind the Ponzi scheme plan where we got to find out recently that he was the person that orchestrated a Ponzi scheme, took away people's money and ran away for over 20 years. And now he came back and he's still doing the same thing. Oshiomhole is the one that brought all this on us. Yes, you will say we all voted. We all voted in trust because Oshiomhole cajoled people also. So Oshiomhole should not be taken seriously. It's not a coincidence that he's campaigning for somebody who is old enough to be his own father. It's not a coincidence that he's campaigning for somebody with drug charges, because he also had this primary school certificate problems, just the same way Obaseki had secondary school or university certificate problems. You see the chain of looters and killers and criminals. They are all birds of the same feather, even if Obaseki is on the other side of the dichotomy. So I want you to know who Oshiomhole really is. Oshiomhole, how can a man with a moral standing be standing for a man who is still having issues with satisfying the electoral body, INEC, with his credentials? I don't know the moral standing, how Ahmed Bola Tinubu is still standing in as a presidential candidate. I don't know the moral standing. Talking about his health, the guy is losing memory. I don't mean to mock him. It's just the truth. A man is calling umbrella. That's about 100 years old, and he's claiming 70 years old, and the daughter is 60 years old, and he's telling us he had that his daughter at 10 years old. I leave that for you to go and ponder about. As for the Boko Haram, the banditry, Oshiomhole claim PDP brought banditry. Under this government alone, that single-handedly somebody boasted that he produced, it has escalated. Let's assume it came about under PDP, but you promised that you were going to end it in 6 months. Under this government, Tinubu, Oshiomhole were alive when Deborah was killed. Did they lead the protest? No. Did they even question what happened? No. Under the same government, Abuja Kaduna train with 960 passengers was kidnapped. People were shot dead. A lot of families spent 6 billion naira to free their family members. Did Oshiomhole and Admebo Tinubu react to it? No. Under the same government, snakes and monkeys are going to banks to withdraw money. Snakes and monkeys now have ATM cards. They now work in the Ministry of Finance. Under the same government, somebody loot more than 100 billion naira. Akata General. Did Oshiomhole react? No. Under the same government, students have been at home for 7 to 8 months. Did Oshiomhole react? No. Foodstuff prices have gone up. Massive brain drain, migration of our doctors and lawyers and our able-bodied young men and women have been driven into the diaspora by this same government in larger numbers, unlike before. Did Oshiomhole react? No. So such people, you do not take them seriously. So guys, I will stop it there so that somebody else can continue. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. You just go straight to Niger. To Niger, please talk to us.
Yeah, regarding I think what we were talking about, was it not about what Wike said about, people not
No,
coming
not
to...
Wike. Oshiomhole, and that boy who said Nigeria like it or not.
Okay, that this will be a president. People say these things, and but what are they going to say? Are they going to throw their hand up and surrender to Peter Obi? One thing I know for sure is that if you look at the trajectory of the processes now and the campaign, how it is going, yes, it's not going very. The major candidate that is supposed to be for the ruling party going about there's misspeaking and blabbing all over the place and very coherent. The whole thing is a shambles, really. The only thing people are relying on now is the argument that, oh no, it's the establishment candidate, they've got structure, they've got money. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be too obvious. Sooner or later, Tinubu is going to mess up so much that if he wins, it's going to seem like he rigged it or he cheated one way or the other. It will be too obvious. And that's why you see them, they just make it look like it's a fait accompli. He's already... No, he's not. He's not earning it. The guy cannot talk. Half of the time he's running away from the people. He doesn't want to go to debate. I think he's ran away to London once because he felt that people were disturbing him in Nigeria. Now again, he's taking off again to America. It's just, the whole thing is shambles. Really, that's not the campaign. The campaign is in free fall right now. Not to mention the fact that if you go and try to elect someone like Tinubu, are you getting Shetima? Yeah. If you go, anybody that goes and vote for Tinubu, they are voting for Shetima. They should not expect that they are getting Tinubu. Tinubu is headed. He might have been somebody that had a semblance of competence before. He's not there. The guy has checked out, and it will be a travesty for anybody to vote for him because you're not voting for him. You are voting for Shetima. If you want to vote, okay, look at Shetima. Do you like him? If you like Shetima, then consider voting because you're not voting for Tinubu. Shetima has already openly claimed that he is going to be in charge of security. Guess what? Security is the most important aspect of a government's power. And you want to go and vote to that guy, and it doesn't make sense. The whole thing is shambles. And they can say whatever they like, but it's obvious that they are struggling. And if you look at Atiku that one barely has a chance. That one, half of the time, I don't know where he's coming from, whether he's going and coming. See, the whole thing, I don't know. None of them are having any real impact. That's Atiku, Tinubu, they are not really making a serious difference to what Peter Obi is doing. Peter Obi seems to be the one that is actually offering something cogent, something that people can actually get behind, and not to mention a person that they can also get behind. The other two are so bad. They are really so bad. Like they don't even, for me, they don't even register. And even in the coverage of the news, from what I perceive from afar, I don't get any impression that they are doing that well. They are all struggling. The only campaign that is not struggling right now is Peter Obi's campaign, that seems to be just moving from strength to strength. With the release of the the manifesto now, that has also added another flesh to their strength. And the only the only headwind that they are up against is the fact that they've not done it before. And what I always warn people about is that when it's not going to happen, you are mistaken. Especially with somebody like Peter Obi, you can't underestimate him. The guy in his state, he did something similar. So people that are trying to think, oh, Tinubu is going to get it, the article, no, it's not going to work out as they are thinking. All those people that think that the powerhouses are going to decide, oh, they have already selected their candidate and all the rest. No, anybody that has power knows that if I have power, I don't care who wins. All those godfathers people are talking about, they don't care who wins, because they know everybody that wins will still do their bidding one way or the other. So why should you worry? You just wait for the right person that will actually be able to shepherd the sheep. You're not going to get an incompetent sheep. This is shepherd to go and shepherd the sheep. You'll get a competent one. And right now, out of all three of them, clearly Peter Obi is the competent one that seems to have the ears of the people, have the energy to go ahead. And right now, if nothing changes in the trajectory, the minimum will be second round. And chances of him winning it from there is very, very, very high too, based on the performance of the other candidates. Barring anything, I don't see much in the way of Peter Obi, and I really hope that they capitalize on all this window they've got. The guy, I think Tinubu is not even in the country. Where is Atiku? I don't even know where that one is. So he should be capitalizing on this, start moving to the north and taking territory. Take this place, learn Hausa, go and speak to them, so that this will be a fait accompli. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll go straight to Sia. Sia, please talk to us.
Thank you, Leftist. I think the videos we've just watched, the video clips, let me start from the one that the woman was rescued at Nnewi. I'm particularly happy because what it tells us is that if there should be state police, local government police, crime will be cut down, at least. The security of the people internally. We know the military will do the external and then territorial integrity of the entire country. You deploy them in terms of war, train them, they will be on standby ready. But in terms of everyday molestation, petty thieves, all this kidnapping is not what the military should do unless they're invited. So having a state police, this justifies it, because the boys that sort of apprehended the vehicle and they rescued the woman are locals. They know the areas. So if people like this should be in Nnewi, police officers in Nnewi are Nnewi indigenes, state police or local government police, that goes there. I think that's what Nigeria needs. Things like this can also happen in any other part of the country. You can't expect somebody from Nnewi to be policing a place in Bauchi, or to be look at Owo. What happened in Owo? If the police around Owo are from Ondo State, and then our local government, they are the indigenes of the place, definitely they can patrol. So security is very, very simple if you put if you get the framework right and the structure. So that alone is a plus. And that is the lesson I learned from that. Local policing is the key. Police has a lot to do with sociology and anthropology. If you can, that's why you recruit police officers. They are the best people that studied psychology, anthropology, and sociology. They should be the backbone of because they understand the culture and tradition and the evolving differences in the life of the people, and they have to secure them. Now, regarding the man that said whether Nigeria love it or not, Tinubu will be our president. You see, some people are still living in the past. Before, I used to maybe 8 months ago, 6 months ago, I could sort of say, well, But now he's just talking. Anybody we know is a free, he's entitled to his opinion, but he knows they are not going anywhere. Nigerians are not fools. The way people are now reacting to politicians, even in terms of a private discussion, tells you that people are tired and they know what to do. However, we P2B should not take everything for granted. They will still have to redouble their effort and then dish out their own counter narrative where it is possible, or if the situation calls for it. You've not won until the thing has come and gone. So everything is still under the womb of probability, but we know he's tilting on the more that he will win because of the effort and then the way people have interpreted his movement. No baggage. He's not coming with any baggage, not even in short, Labour Party is more like a breath of fresh air. But they must take seriously whatever inanities thrown to them by the Labour Party, the APC and then the PDP. So they should not rest until we push them over the line. Then the other chart, the video earlier shown that a man is naked before the bar beach and then invoking the spirit to help Tinubu. You see, sometimes when you look at some things like this, you may wave it off. But then on a second thought, you ask yourself, how can a man who is clearly above 60, by me looking at him, I didn't understand the Yoruba the lady was using to explain what happened or what they think. But looking at the structure, though the picture is vague, at that age, you are still expecting somebody 80 years old. Let us face it. Our parents, if my father is still alive now, he should be 80 something years. So I will be expecting my dad to be leading me by now, having sent me to school. No, that brings me also to Oshiomhole, close to 70 or over 70, and the white senator not. For what? You should have retired by now. Senators should not be more than 50 years. Then House of Reps, almost the same bracket. So what are these people talking about? They keep recycling themselves and then they go to this part. Anyway, well, all I know is that with the release of this P2B's manifesto, a lot of people, because I know since it's online, a lot of people will read through it. However, and I also have to hammer on this. What tends to baffle me about Nigerians is their propensity, to sort of talk down on themselves. People still feel that, maybe some people still feel that their salvation lies in all this old brigade. These are people that have played. I mean, even if they are playing football, you can't be in a top league for 10 years of your life. You can't. You are going downhill. So what are these? Why should somebody of 28, 29, after you service, no job, and you are hoping that a man of 82, 83, 79 is the person where your salvation lies? You go and be campaigning for him. They should be the people calling you, say, look, let us sponsor you. You go, it's your future. The man you are calling out, all things being equal, maybe in the next 20 years, he's gone. Or 10 years, they've passed on. Why you that is 28, you are praying that in the next 10 years you'll be 38. You are still at your prime. So who will lead who? People should. Nigeria is a challenge. Some people, I invite people to read and reason. It's not just a new beginning. Let P2B be the oldest person that will lead Nigeria for at least for the next 30 years. From there, P2B is 61 this year. So let's just hope that between 40 and 55, there should be capable hands that can tell. People must have distinguished them, who must have distinguished themselves in different fields of human activity. You persuade them to come and do what you need to do. But this idea of trying to recycle old wound, I imagine Oshiomhole. When I look at that man, I felt ashamed. And this is a man trying to imagine. Look. How can somebody possibly be talking about Tinubu? No, Tinubu is not in the country.
Please try to round up.
Okay, Tinubu is not in the country, and they're organizing a town hall meeting today. Atiku, Kwankwaso, and the P2B are there, and Tinubu is nowhere. And then you are expecting these are the type of people you are campaigning. If you are afraid to answer question now that the duty of state is not bogging you down, How then do you expect us to vote for you when you now getting in which you have every day meeting up to 24 hours non-stop from one place to the other? That is when you now answer questions. These people sometimes they feel that everything is a fraud. The end is near, and that the end is, I'm not counting it by the months. I wish this election is taking place tomorrow, tomorrow, then the next, they swear in P2B, so that we know that the journey to redemption has started, and then Nigerians will endure now and start to say, yes, we are now on the journey to nationhood. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. CM. So we go straight to CBD. CBD, please talk to us.
Hello.
Yes, thank you so much, Leftist. Yeah, so, first, before I just quickly round up, I think this is part of what we are saying. Our African brothers that migrated are now ending the dream of Senegal. You see, the blackest man on the team, what's the name? Bukayo. He has joined to dim our, Senegalese hope. But it's okay. So, for the video you played about Olaya Igwe, um, it's quite unfortunate, but there's nothing surprising there. The only thing that surprised me though when I saw it is, seeing the man. I don't know this bleaching thing that I can't imagine that some men do that. I saw his body. I've watched that video before. His hands, burnt hands, and there's an old man still bleaching. It's quite unfortunate. But uh, let's not waste too much time on these clowns, to be honest. Then this other lady that was rescued, we thank God, and you could see how they take people into the forest. It's so sad, but we thank God that at least she was rescued. And the people that were kidnapped, I think in early last week, this week we are just leaving now. At Lagos Ibadan Expressway, about 19 of them. Nobody is talking about those people. So have they found them? What is What are they doing about them? Those are passengers of a full, um, bus. So it's quite unfortunate that these things are still going on, and the media, they are not even prioritizing these reports like this anymore. It's just so sad. Uh, then Tinubu and these people going to be honest with you, like I always said from the beginning, I'm among the first people. I've been following Peter Obi before even the primaries in PDP, just from the word go. So I said Peter Obi is not a naive politician. People didn't understand what I was saying. I was in another platform. I always tell them, Peter B is not a naive politician. This man has done a lot of his homework. This man is still making the right consultations. All this going, if there's nowhere now Tinubu want to go. It's too late. He's going too late, if you ask me. Did you remember when Peter Obi was consulting across the world, going everywhere? So that is what some people are just starting, and Peter Obi has already is still doing it. So that's what it means when you sit down, plan properly, make the right consultations, do your homework properly. That's the um, very effective work ethic that Peter Obi has, and that's one of the secrets to why he has gotten to where he is right now. Then there's nothing surprising, and we also thank God for someone like Donyo Kupe. I'm telling you, that man is a genius in terms of publicity, managing, these candidates. We saw he was there for Obasanjo, he was there for Jonathan, and all that. And that is why we must not allow what they are trying to do to him in his home state through bribery and corruption. We must not allow it fly. So let me stop there for now. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. That of Kukbe, it will not fly. We know that is very political, and it is not an elective position that your word can call you back. So if Oshu Labour Party are trying to be mysterious, mischievous because of Ilalobo. It will still not work. So that is for sure. So go straight to Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, please talk to us.
Lefties, how are you? You're having some flu. Take it easy.
Dry cough, stroke, flu, everything.
Okay. God is going to heal you, okay?
Amen. Thank you.
CM, if you can hear me, listen, I send you an email so you can reply me, okay, before I say something. Yes, about the actor that was naked in the beach to invoke a spirit to help him for Tinubu to win. You know, that is where Nigerians are degenerated to the level of, I don't know the word I'm going to use, but I just pray that God will help him and his family, because he doesn't know what he was doing. The invocation he's making, or the prayer that he thinks he's making, is going to bounce back on him. You know, so this is a country. You know, this is what these people has made Nigeria look like in the face of the world. You know, in the Committee of Nations, Nigeria has been ridiculed by certain few group of people in Nigeria to make us look stupid. You know, but I thank God that some learned countries and friends know that this is not who we are as Nigerians. You know, and that is, by the way, for Oshiomhole, you know, he's a politician. He can lie and manipulate, do all sorts of what he wants to say, and but I believe that sincerely that Nigerians already know who Oshiomhole is, and no matter whatever politics he's playing, I think it's not going to fly. When I talk about building Lagos, I said it here before. I lived in Lagos for almost 23 years. I schooled in Lagos. CMS Grammar School was my school. I did business so many years in Lagos. So the Lagos we are talking about today, let all of us remember Lagos was the capital of Nigeria. And when you talk about the development of Lagos, after Jakonde, in the days of Jakonde, in the days of Sam Mbako of Imo State, in the days of Abubakar Karimi of Kano State, in the days of Solomon Law of Plateau State, and so many of them, it was during their time that Lagos was developed. Every other, Marawa came. Marawa did a lot of good job too in Lagos State. So all this Bola Tinubu built Lagos. I don't know which Lagos is built. I went to school in Jakonde School. During our time in CMS Grammar School, that was when Jakonde was building like CMS Grammar School 2, CMS Grammar School 3. It was during his Jakonde time. So I don't know this idea he built Lagos. It can only fool people who really don't know what Lagos is all about. So that is not going to fly anywhere. But that is the only thing that they have. Today, would they have a presidential town hall? It's not there. It's not there. And somebody was telling me now, Kayemo was on Twitter defending his principle. Why it's not there? This is the kind of Nigeria that we are talking about. These are the kind of people that want to lead us. Like the last speaker said, young men of 25, 30, 40 are campaigning for this kind of people to rule Nigeria. CM just said that if his father was still alive, which means his father will be ruling him, you know. My late mother died at the age of 89, which means if she's still alive today, it might be the senator from my state in Imo State to rule me, you know. So listen, all this thing is not going to change anything. I'm only appealing to obedience worldwide. Let us never lose focus, and also for us to remember. I keep saying it here every day, that this is the beginning of the fight. You see what is happening with Ogun State LP? It's going to go around. They're going to do everything. They're going to throw everything on the wall. But it's not going to stick like lefties, you said, it's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. But I keep saying that let us prepare our mind, because this is going to come. They will do everything humanly possible to distract us. But I'm happy that Peter Obi and his group is 1 million miles ahead of them already. So we know these things are coming and they're prepared for it. So I'm happy, and I am excited for a better Nigeria. And I am so happy, even though I have not read this manifesto, I am so happy about it. And I know that, from this week, Arise and the rest of them will be hearing a different stories about it. But let us be prepared to defend our principle, our manifesto, what we stand for. A new Nigeria is possible through Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a brief one. So we'll just go straight to Peter Kudaye, then followed by Boyes Corner. We'll be rounding up. Peter Kudaye, please talk to us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Leftist. Let me go straight to that man that people said he was naked in the river or in the Okun, because I hear the woman was measuring it Okun. That's a bad bridge or whatsoever. Let's be sincere. If we want to understand our real way of life, that man went for a sacrifice. So it was just opportune to cover in the name of Tinubu. So it's just like a person who have done something one way or another, which they are telling him, go and make this sacrifice for cleansing or this or that. So he has to go to river and wash himself. So for people not to suspect, they have to start using the name of, if I did not, because I did not hear the man video, but the woman. So if he really was using, saying he prayed for Tinubu and all those things, he's just using those things to pretend for people not to know what he's doing. That man went there for his sacrifice, whereby maybe he have used one person.
Peter, Mr. Peter,
sir?
If the man went there for sacrifice, then he shouldn't have come on, put it on social media.
No, no, sir. This is the world we are living today. The people who started ritual did not practice ritual the way it's going today. So this thing is now when he do it this way, people will not suspect. Everybody will say, it was Tinubu, is this, is that. He used wisdom to do that thing. So it is pure sacrifice that man went for and washed himself in the river. Yeah. So nobody can really tell his own sin that he's trying to confess now that enable him to do that, because he used Tinubu to cover up. So that is for that man, and that is what I know, because I know this is how those things work. Not I was told. I brought up in a house of traditions. Then for the one they rescue in the east, we give glory to God for his life, for her life, that the grace of God locate her. Because I believe that these are not the people who wanted to kidnap that woman was not the one that is Nigeria government owned. Because if it is the Nigeria government owned, they will not be able to rescue that woman. So that is why their vehicle fall into gutter, because God were with the woman. And that is why those people were able to even run out. Because if it is the one that is government owned, the gun that they will carry is heavier than the one vigilantes carry. So when they will release one bullet or two bullets, the vigilantes will run away. So we thank God that God rescued the woman. That is what I will say for that. Then for our brother Oshiomhole and the other man I will talk about, because this is why I said, or I used to say, that most of Nigerians who claim to be literate or educated, they are illiterate. They are educated illiterate. Sorry, but they claim to be literate. They try to be educated, but they are educated illiterate. So that means they thought they know. They went to school, but the school did not go into them, so they did not know anything. Now, what the thing that they said the British no longer want to see in Nigeria, is it not what they call monarchy? That when one person leave position, he give to his son or his cousin or his brother take over the position. Is that not what they said they don't want? That is why today we are not having president who came from different directions. Now, to Oshiomhole, who said Tinubu was the one who made Lagos to be Lagos, and after him he brought Fashola, Abi, is it not Fashola they call the man? After Shola, they brought by this something a day. Then after that one, they brought Sanwo-Olu. That is the same one man is bringing all these people, and they are clapping for him. That yes, he's doing well. I want to ask, who bring the man to become the governor? And if the man that bring the man to become a governor, if it is good that if I bring you a governor, I will still be the one to bring the next person. That means it is the one who bring Tinubu that's supposed to be bringing people. So this is where they have to understand that the education they have still an illiterate education. Because if not, they will have known that Lagos are the people supposed to decide who will lead them. Now you bring Fashola, you bring Ambode, you now bring Sanwo-Olu. Whatever you told them to do is what they are doing. That is not what Lagos want or what Lagos want to see. They are doing what you just want. And people want us to vote that kind of person as a president to become a leader of Nigeria so that he will not be the one dictating for Nigeria. He even said it that he was the one who used his hand to bring Buhari for us. That's to tell you that he is not the king of Nigeria, not just only the king of Lagos now. He's not the king of Nigeria, so that after he left, he cannot be putting anybody he wants until he died. So he's a king of Nigeria that will decide whatever will happen in Nigeria. So this is what many people who have been clapping for him did not put into consideration, that this man have made himself a king over Nigeria. Or is it the British that gave him that power to become king over Nigerians? So we should know and said no to this kind of authority or to this kind of person to become a leader in any position. Now, for Oshiomhole, who said he was the one that developed Lagos, those upstairs, that old upstairs that is in Lagos, is in Tinubu that built those upstairs. Those overhead bridge, Lekki, Niger Bridge, the longest bridge that they do spend 10 minutes, is in Tinubu that make those bridge. Now, they said the boast economy of Lagos, they are wet or whatever taxes. I want to ask a question. The Borehams made in Lagos, is it Tinubu that brought that Boreham? The NEC, the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, 7-Up or whatever Guinness that is in Lagos, those companies, is there anyone that Tinubu brought into existence in Lagos? Tinubu made those people, all those companies there, and he started collecting money from them. And they are saying Tinubu developed Lagos. If those companies are in other states, those states will still have better life. So people should begin to know that Tinubu, if Leventis that Tinubu now take as his own property, did Tinubu know how Leventis come to Lagos? Or so people should begin to know that Tinubu did not make any Lagos for anybody. Tinubu made Lagos for himself. That is why he become a monarchy of Lagos. He become a monarchy of Lagos. So people should understand that we don't need such person to be in a leader anymore. Since the Lagos have made that mistake before, but now they don't want to make that mistake again. And the entire Nigeria, we don't want that mistake. Then for the other boy, because he's illiterate, who claim to be illiterate, so as an educated illiterate, he said whether the Nigerian like it or not. He did not say some Nigeria. Even he was asked, he said, why did you say whether they like it or not? Then we are not saying there are people who want to force others, who want to insult, no, definitely. Whether Nigeria like it or not, he will have told us how is he going to be the president if Nigeria did not decide who will be their president by voting. Or is it by Agberu that is going to make sure he drive everybody to steal their ballot box or whatever? He will have explained, and he did not explain it. And he just believe that he can talk another man language, which they call English. So he is educated, and that such make that person illiterate. If not, Nigeria said we don't. The majority of Nigeria said we don't want Tinubu, we don't want Atiku, we don't want APC or PDP. Very simple. For them who want them, let them campaign for them. But they should not say whether Nigeria like it or not. that they must. It must. It's like he did not understand what that word must be. So then for saying that if Nigeria want to discuss with him, they should wait after he has been sworn in office. Where people should remember, when people are talking about manifesto, in the when they were campaigning for Buhari in his time, they said 6 months that we overcome Boko Haram, they will do this, they will do that, they will do that. When Buhari came to office, he said he is not the one that said those things. So if this boy saying that we cannot hear from the man that he wants us to vote for now, it is after when he now enter office we will now ask him questions. Since Buhari enter office, do they see Buhari to ask questions? Even those who will go and ask Buhari questions, I believe they will cut everything away before they bring it for us. In America or Europe here, if they are asking their president question or prime minister, instantly it will be showing the whole country. But Nigeria own, if they interview the person the day before yesterday, or in the evening of today, they will not bring it out. So such person who claim to be educated, I see him not educated at all. Because if not, we are not going to see such person in our time. And even when he's sick, that time we just relax in America or England hospital, just like the way Buhari is doing his own now. Now, the last one of it is that if we could not ask him questions for him to tell us what he will do now, he should just better remove eye away, because tell us what you want to do for us so that we can hold you accountable for that thing. And if you cannot tell us now, so there is no need of we looking for you, because we cannot see you to ask you questions anymore. And we don't want to vote any president that will be town hall president. When the time you're supposed to go to town hall, you refuse. Then when you now enter position, you will now become town hall. The time you're supposed to be working for Nigeria, it's not that time you're not looking for town hall. We don't want it. So whoever that want to say something to Nigeria now should come and say it, so that Nigeria can challenge him with that you are the one who said this thing with your mouth. We don't want anything that will come like Buhari who said, I was not the one who said that thing. It was the party that we are saying it. That is where they need to come and debate for us and say this and this and this, so that we can challenge them with this and this and that. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Oboye Scott, please.
So sorry, Mr. Leftist. Ekpele, sorry, sir. Make you take care of yourself for a beg. We need you now. As the days they come nearer, Biko, so I beg, take break. Take care of yourself well. Thank you very much, Mr. Naijawat, Mr. Elvis, and everybody on the panel. Thank you to Mr. Okundaye. I'm sorry. I totally and completely agree with your points that you made, and you literally took everything out of my mouth. So I'm not going to spend too much time, so we can let leftists go take a break. The only thing I'm going to add is this. You see the actor, the Yoruba actor, Olaiya Igwe, whatever they call him. The man just completely made a joke of himself. I agree that, yes, it's probably, according to what Mr. Okundaye said, I totally agree that that's probably what he has done. But what they don't understand is that the powers behind Peter Obi is bigger than all that they're doing. The man had just come to make a spectacle of himself. Why? Because when he was ill, according to the story, it was Agbado's wife that came and took care of him, and I think they sent him outside. Imagine, they sent him outside of the country to get care because he was almost dying. So because of that, he feels like he owes his life to them. Then on top of that, one of the Agbadorians, the goons that belongs to Agbado, gave him a second-hand Mercedes-Benz. And this man was rolling on the ground and praying for the man, for this Agbadorian, one of the Agbadorians. Now, that is why you see that the man has gone to that length. It just tells you that it's so sad that these people don't even value who they are. They don't know the power they have. they're just so satisfied with the crumbs that these people give to them. And once somebody can give them small crumbs like this, they will just wheel over their lives and their destinies to these people. And they know that these people do not have the capacity to carry the country along. But do they care? No, because they're only concerned about their pockets, about what we enter into their mouths. I have said this before. The descendants of slave traders are still within us. There are people who are still really wishing that these palm-colored people will come back and rule over them. There's still people who want that. There's still a part of us, a part of people in Africa that want that. It's not even just in Nigeria. It's also here. You know, the people who are still wishing for it, it just tells you that these people don't know. They have no insight as to the powers that they have. They don't even understand that the so-called Western countries that people are traveling to and all of that, it is their ancestors that built it. It was built on your ancestors' backs. Matter of fact, the map, the design for which they used to build most of those edifices that you see all over Europe, where do you think it came from? This is why history is very important. You know, when you lack a knowledge of self, you start to sound like you are appeasing the people who have enslaved you. You know, and Mr. Tuna just said something. It's like you're begging your children for bread. You know what that means? These people are literally using the blueprint that your ancestors left. But because you have forgotten who you are, you have been told a lie, or you probably have not even taken the time to understand it. You are their beck and call. You see everything about them as good. Meanwhile, they are the ones that are fanning the flames that are destroying your very existence. So it is not surprise that you will find somebody's father, perhaps somebody's grandfather, stripping himself naked with horrible skin due to bleaching and calling on all kinds of things. The elements in the heavens, the earth, the trees, everything that the Creator made rejects everything that they've put out. It will work against them. That's what's going to happen. Because like that man said that you played his video, that was giving all kinds of twisting himself to give an excuse as to why Agbado does not deem it fit for him to talk to his people, but rather go and talk to the same palm-colored people. Because those people, guess what? They have interest in your country. They have interest in the minerals that they already know you have that you don't know. So guess what? Yes, they will go and look for ways. Do you think Agbado is coming there because he wants to come and serve you? He's coming there so he can divvy up the society and share it out to all the palm-colored people. That's what he wants to do. So it is no surprise that this man, he's not taking the time to talk to you because you are not relevant to him. He'll rather go and talk to people he feels he can make money off of, that will enrich his generation, that they will not benefit from that money from. You know, so of course people like that will come and they will be imposing that, yes, this man is going to, God forbid, I won't even say it with my mouth. It will not happen. It will not happen. You know, so it's no surprise that you have people like that coming out and saying all those kind of things, and you have people like Olaiya Igwe embarrassing his entire generation just because of what? A morsel of bread. You sell off your destiny. You sell off your ancestry because of bread. What is old second-hand Mercedes Benz for crying out loud? Like that woman said, why did he not put himself in such position to pray for himself so that the good things will come to him? This is the mentality. This is the problem that is wrong with a lot of us as Africans. We're stuck in that mentality where we believe that the palm-colored people, their own is better than our own. Meanwhile, it is your blueprint that they've used to develop their societies. If anybody has not read
the history of Benin. Go and read the history of Benin. At least that one is even close. Go and read the history of the Benin Empire and how well your ancestors built the cities that you guys are, that we all claim to be part of. Go and read about it. Was it the palm color people that did it? Was it them that created the street lamps that were made, that were using palm oil to light up the towns? Was it them? Was it them? You know, when we talk about these things sometimes, right, and some of us come off as sounding very passionate about it, I'm not trying to, for one, I'm not trying to put anyone down, because God knows I'm still learning. No one knows it all. I cannot claim to know it all. I'm learning myself. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. I come here, I learn, I go elsewhere, I'm learning. Life is all about learning. But it is very crucial for you to know who you are and to save yourself from that mentality of self-hatred, of thinking that somebody else is better than, or somebody else is coming to save you in your own house. In your own house, somebody else. It's like a woman who marries a man, and the man will tell her, you know what, I'm not able to lead this house anymore. Let somebody else come and lead. You know the kind of insult that is? Do you know what that does to a lineage? We're suffering. Do we understand that we are suffering as a consequence, as a direct result of slave trade? Do we understand the mentality behind that? This is why you don't know who you are. And we're still learning who we are. There's so much history that we don't even know, that we cannot even download. But if you search, you will find. So please, and I take your advice from Machiavelli, when you said that I should not say that he cannot. I take your advice. But you know what? When your brother is sounding a certain way, it is pertinent. It is up to you to call him to the side or immediately talk to him so that you can address issues behind the scenes. I'm a woman and I'm proud of it, and I have a voice, and nobody can silence me. Okay, so because I'm a woman does not mean I have no capacity to reason beyond what society has put in front for me. No, I will break every ceiling and shatter every table. Okay, I'm not that woman. I'm an African woman. My ancestors live within me, so I am their voice. Okay, so please, as we come in and as we are fighting for Peter the Rock Obi to take the realms of power, we are just beginning, as one of the speakers alluded to. We are just starting. We need to be reminded that as a people, we are bigger than what we think we are. We have not utilized the opportunities that have been given to us. A land filled with milk and honey, that is Africa. A land where somebody said right now on the panel, you dig front of your house, there's oil. At the back, there's gold. Are you kidding me? Is that the land you want to just give over because you feel like, oh, you've had some elements that have seized the reins of power? I can tell you for free, people on this panel, they can all be presidents of Nigeria someday, tomorrow. You have the capacity to lead the people, because I hear you guys talk. I hear and I listen. We all have what it takes. Let's not limit ourselves. I beg you. Let's not limit ourselves. We are going somewhere. Let's begin to lay the foundation. Let's ensure that Peter the Rock Obi wins this battle that we are fighting. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate today's live. And Mr. Leftist, please, I beg, make you go take care of yourself. God bless you all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I rounded up. Though we just have just for you, okay, just for you, we are rounded up. So maybe we just use your 2 minutes because I just get to round up now.
Okay. Good evening. I don't know what the topic about, because I have been away since. I always come back late, so I'm sorry for that. And for what I'm seeing here now, the comment of people and the rest of them, I think I will comment on that. But if you want to help me a little bit so that I will actually know what is what the topic about, so you can as well let me know.
Well, just for you, I may not have the time to start taking you all through what we have showcased today. So we're already running up. It's a pity you come a bit late.
Okay.
But
Okay.
at the end of it
But
is, there was a video, several video we did. Oshiomhole, people supporting Agbedo, the Wike, Buhari, and Obi's Manifesto. These were the things we showcased today.
Okay, I see that you are not feeling fine. I'm very sorry for that. Go and take care of yourself, as the other lady have said. Let me just, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
can you hear me?
hear you, sir.
Okay. Let me just say a little word without going to further delay. For people supporting, for Oshiomhole, let me start with Oshiomhole. Oshiomhole said, according to the screen here, Oshiomhole that Agbado built Lagos. So, but he has the opportunity to build Benin City. Did he build Benin City? You are talking about somebody. Agbado built Lagos. He owned Lagos. He put Lagos in pocket. He's the one who dictates what goes on, what comes out. I remember when Ambode want to contest for the second time, he said, my hands are tied. My hands are tied. Must he rule for the second time? As if Lagos belongs to him. And that is exactly what he wants to do to Nigeria. So it is not good for us. That kind of person is not good for Nigeria, because all the wealth is going to him. All these bullion van and the rest of them, where is he getting the money from? If you all the Agbero, all these tax, all the talks in Lagos, they are all of them working for him. The toll gate belongs to him. So this is somebody that we all know that is not physically fit, is not mentally fit, is a drug addict. At least we should be highlighting on that. He is a drug addict. The evidence is there. So if Nigerians should push that one forward, at least the image of Nigeria is damaged. We have had enough. If you are traveling and you hold your what they call it, your green passport, they will just, you see the way they will single you out. I don't want to go into details or about my own experience. They single you out. They screen you like a criminal. Left alone, now pushing somebody who is a drug addict. The whole world knows that he's a drug addict. So Nigerians should not dream of making this man to come to power. First of all, if he comes to power, it's going to be a problem for us. People campaigning for him, they are looking into their pockets. They are looking at what goes to their pockets. These people don't have visions. They don't have anything for Nigerians. One thing I want to remind everybody. Number one, Nigerians, we are quick in forgetting memories. We lost memories quick. Because this is the same Oshiomhole who said no matter anybody does, no matter the sin, whether you are a terrorist, whether you are a criminal, immediately you come to APC, you are forgotten. Nobody will challenge you. And that is exactly they are doing with EFCC, pursuing innocent people who laptops and ordinary citizens, school children that hold laptops. You are calling them Yahoo Yahoo. This is person that is sponsoring Boko Haram and terrorists. They are killing people. 80,000 just released now, and you come out to say that you are supporting Agbado. You go to Lagos, you have nowhere it's nowhere to write home about in terms of criminal. If you just make a move, they hold you. Look at somebody was just crying, lost a whole. I don't know whether Naija watch that young man. He bought hire purchase a vehicle just because I don't know, minor offense. They took that vehicle for him. They sold it. Even despite he brought money, they rejected him because he came from a particular place. My dear, these people, they don't have Nigerians at heart. They are stone-hearted. It is not good for us to see what is going on. People who built America, I watch America, I read America history. America defend themselves. They liberated themselves from.
Please round up. I cannot continue again. Sorry.
Okay. What I will advise Nigerians is that this is a period now. The only person that look forward, who want a long-term project for Nigeria, that is building our future, is only Peter Obi. All other people, they are after consuming and corruption and all of that. So let me stop there anyway.
All right, thank you. I will just be rounding up. I cannot just continue to get so this broadcast is going to be ending now. I want to thank everybody that contributed today. For those on the panel section, thank you very much. We had Machiavelli, Mr. Alex, Brother Nice, Chibuzo, Adi, Chima Obi, Tunaija, CM, Ifai. Yes, that one. I don't think he spoke. Yes, I don't think he spoke. Anointed, Marvel. Yes, Silvanus Eye, UCBD. Oga Ike, Peter Kudaye, and of course, Madam Omoye's Corner, just for you. I just came in now. We did invariably about, I think, 7 or 8 videos, including articles today. And we had about a super chat from Edulai Watch, then Ezewagu, Edulai Watch again, then Paramsat. We had 2 callers. Peter Kudaye called in, and Madam Omoye's Corner also called in. On this note, I usually would say 1 minute for us to round up. Should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? Should I? Okay, it's the tradition. I think I must do that. So I'll just start directly from to Niger. Please utilize your 1 minute. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Regarding the manifesto, I think which is the most important aspect for today. Anyway, I think that it was a good manifesto, and it was the timely release of the manifesto is putting the campaign on a stronger footing. And any honest person will know that this campaign is the one that is doing best right now. Like I said, anybody that is considering voting for Tinubu should realize that they are not actually voting for him, especially in the West, that they are trying, because some of them are just being tribal and feel like they have, there's nothing wrong with it. Tinubu has to have a political base. But the point is that you're not voting for him. You're voting for Shetima. And Shetima has come out openly to say that he's going to usurp the most being the commander-in-chief. Basically, he's saying that he's in charge of that. Even now, he's already saying that. So people need to really, search themselves before they support the APC ticket as it is right now. And let's keep focused and let's ask critical questions. The number of security forces that the OB campaign wants to recruit, we need to know those numbers. In terms of transparency, we need to hear more. Maybe we all trust Peter Obi, but the next guy that is coming may not be that open, may not be that this thing uncorrupted. So he needs to put institutions in place, systems in place to ensure transparency is the way to go for governing Nigeria because of our diversity, the way our people suspect their leaders, rightfully so. And if you increase this transparency, you are bringing power to the people. We use the word transparency as if it's some kind of systemic thing. It's actually empowering the people.
Thank you. See you. See you.
Thank you. In rounding up, I will thank God we've got the manifesto at hand. So I will even say we should be digesting this manifesto as we go from now till the election day, so that we'll be educating people. People will listen, and then we explain what P2B means. And the ones we do not understand, we debate it and trash it out. Because some of I've not read them, I've not read it cover to cover, but I'm impressed with the way he presented the facts and it encapsulates almost everything we're complaining of. However, we also have to watch out for fifth columnists. For instance, there are people that also maybe for one reason or the other, I don't know, they've not made up their mind and they can always find fault and find a way of poisoning people's mind towards what is going to happen. Now, that makes me also to ask this question. Given the level of suffering, deprivation, and poverty that is ongoing in Nigeria, I wonder why some people will still want to be looking at those that caused the problem, that brought you into this mess, and you still want them to want to perpetuate them in power by voting them again. I do not see the reason why somebody should be looking in the direction of Tinubu or Atiku. apart from whatever they say or whatever their record, these are personal flaws because I believe in the character of an individual. If you convince me you have a sound mind and character, then I can easily entrust you with leadership or maybe listen to you in respect of what you have to say. Tinubu is sick. We all know it. He can coordinate. Some say dementia, some say Parkinson's, so many a combination, micturition, micturition,
Yeah,
Parkinson,
1 minute.
dementia,
1
everything.
minute.
So thank you. So everything is there. Atiku cannot be relied on. He has sold up our national asset. It's the way I tell you he's a businessman. How did he start? Anyway, let me not go this. Thank God for Peter Obi and their continue. Thank you.
ECBD. 1 minute, please.
It's like
Yes, thank you so. All
ECBD,
right.
please talk to us. 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
ECBD,
Like
if you are not there, Ike,
I'm.
please talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Ike.
Yeah, we are hearing you, but
We
he's
can
not.
hear you.
ECBD is talking leftists.
Okay, I can't hear him.
Yeah. Okay, ECBD, please go ahead.
All right, thank you so much. Sorry about that, Lefty. So,
Sorry about that.
the thing is, these people shouting "Build Lagos, build Lagos." I don't know which Lagos is that. Maybe if some of us are not living in Lagos, like I said, it's not last millennium. Isn't? It's not. It's in this millennium that Lagos was the capital of Nigeria, and it's still the commercial capital of Nigeria. If you put anybody there, Lagos will still be, it could have even been much better, but at least it will still be where it is today. Like if you want to talk about building Lagos, if you have told me now that during his time he made pipe-borne water very, everybody, there's a network of pipe-borne water across Lagos, okay, then I can say, oh wow, he built Lagos really. Or maybe there's a good drainage system across not just some parts of Lagos, around Lagos. I'll say okay. Or maybe there was power. Lagos was generating its own electricity. But these basic amenities are not there, and somebody is saying that somebody built Lagos. And it's just quite unfortunate that well, we are not buying that. I don't know who will even buy that. So Lagos was the capital city. It was is a melting pot for all Nigerians, especially those from the south, and that's just exactly why Lagos is where it is right now. So we are not buying all of that, and let us keep on exposing these people. Let us also make sure that we are not being deceived by all these people now that are trying to that have sold their conscience, through somehow in Ogun State chapter of Labour Party. And more of them will rise, but they will not be able to do anything to, sway our minds. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. For Ike. 1 minute, please.
Anybody who says Peter Obi is not going to win election, remind the person, leave us alone. Let February 23 decide that. Let us not be swayed by the people that are saying Peter Obi is not going to win election, or you don't have a structure. Oh, there's the politics, the political party without structure. Oh, they're not to have rejected Peter Obi. Anybody comes close to you, tell him, forget it. We shall see in February 2023. But also, like as I keep saying here, please remind your family, your friends, your colleagues, go and collect your PVC and use your PVC. Please, that is the power that we have. A new Nigeria is possible with our PVC. If we organize 10 million march and you don't have PVC, that dream is not going to come true. So please, sacrifice your time, your energy. Go get your PVC and get ready. Don't sell your conscience. Don't sell your vote. Don't sell your PVC. Because the same people who are coming now for you to sell your PVC to them with 10,000, with 1 million, with 5 million, no matter how much is it, you are going to be in perpetual 8 to 16 years of misery. But with Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed and Labour Party from up to down, Nigeria will be a better country. And our hope is alive. God bless all of you. And I wish everybody a blessed new week. And for you, Mr. Lefties, I pray that the good Lord will heal you and you get better tomorrow. God bless you and see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Just for you, Mr. Octopus, 1 minute.
Okay. Everybody has said almost the same thing. What I want to say is let anybody who have not got their PVC, since they have asked people to come and collect their PVC, go and get, hello? Go and get, are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, go and get your PVC. Make sure that we have a long-term planning. People who build America, they build America on long-term planning. They fought for America. Nobody liberated America from the British master, their colonial master. They fought by themselves. Let Nigeria remember that United Nations is not going to fight for them. Europe is not going to fight for them. We are the one that is going to fight for ourselves. The only way we can redeem Nigeria is by eliminating these people who has put us in this mess. If you continue to vote them in, we continue to go into deep poverty. At least we have had enough. Let us try another person. We have seen somebody who the whole world have recommended for us. Let us try him. And I believe future will be bright for Nigeria. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much. That's all we'll be having today. Like we always will say, thank you to all of you that contributed by watching us through calls, through super chat. Those are the panel, and those are on the comment section. We appreciate you all. We say God continue to bless you for us and guide you for us. As we together, it is very possible, according to the manifesto. It is possible, no matter what we want to do. If we really agree together that yes, this is what we want, we'll get the result. The problem is, most times we don't come together as one person or one people to choose the right choice. And I think this is the best time for us now, going by the situation of things, both by the security situation, the economic situation, everything in Nigeria. So let's actually vote wisely. Come few months from now, we only have 1 month left, which is January. After that, please get your PVC. If you have not, go collect it. They are sharing now, I think. Make sure you have it. And make sure you vote wisely and defend your vote. We'll be coming out tomorrow, Monday, as usual, 10 o'clock, newspaper review by Ima. While in the evenings, Kachi will be here, Monday to Thursday. Then on Friday, usually we have debate in the evening. Newspaper review remain till Saturday, except Sunday. But Saturday, we have random broadcast. Sunday, we'll still be here. We still have random broadcast till evening where we have this section of discussion. Thank you very much for your time. We see you again tomorrow. Thank you.